And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Today we're taking a look at Macbeth. Macbeth is a crazy dice game for 2 to 5 players with short, intense games. I'm reading the back of the box. Each player secretly supports some of the nobles. If one of your nobles becomes a king, that king wins the game. Also, if you have bad luck with the dice, you will lose everything you've won before you can even say, break a leg. All right, so this is a game in which you are secretly some of the people trying to move them to the top by rolling dice and pushing your luck. Here is how it plays. At the beginning of the game, you're going to randomly place these different people, the conspirators, on the different spots here, which range from Shakespeare himself to what I think is the ghost from Ghostbusters. Anyhow, you have all these out here. Each player is going to get a certain number of cards, depending on the number of players. So let's say you're playing with 5 players. Everyone has 2 cards. If you're playing with 2 players, each player has 5 cards. And you will secretly be the different characters, from Mary, the Jerry, the Lennox, the Duncan, to Donald Bain, the Macduff, Lady Macduff. That is an extra card. To these guys, to Banquo, to Ross, Lady Macbeth, Fleance, William, Macbeth, and Malcolm. There's a lot of, William here is apparently using an iPhone. This guy here is taking a selfie, so there's a bit of anachronism going on in this game. Each player is also going to start with a certain amount of money based on players, and we have this token here, which is your prophecy token. It's a light bulb. On a player's turn, they're going to roll the dice here. There's 5 dice. You're going to roll these dice. If you roll any of these skulls here, the skulls aren't very happy here, but you're going to take these as a misfortune and set it aside. Then you get everything on the dice. So here I get 2 swords, and I get 2 monologues, which have a QR code on for some reason. Then I can stop, or I can keep rolling. If I keep rolling, I roll the dice that are not misfortune, hoping not to get 3 misfortunes because I bust and lose everything. I get 3 more swords here. However, to do that roll, I need to pay a gold. To do a second roll, I need to pay 2 gold. To do a third roll, I need to pay 3 gold, etc. You won't be able to do too much because you'll run out of money. After a player busts, or if they succeed and get a bunch of things that they can spend, you can then spend stuff. If you have 8 swords, you spend those, pick one person on the board, they're dead. Whoever has that character has to show and say something to the effect of, I've died. That selfie guy, I killed him because he's taking selfies, so I'm like, I'm dead. Okay, or that character's dead. When all your characters are dead, you are out of the game. You can also spend 4 monologues to switch any 2 people on the board, to add a sword to 3 different characters, making them have 1 less sword to kill them, or to make someone else lose all their money. Ha 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 ha. You can also pay money to switch somebody 1 level up. Or, here it costs 2 level to go up here, 3 to go up here, 4 to go up here. If the spot's empty, it costs 1 less. After everyone has taken a turn, one person rolls the 4-sided die. You move that many spots. If there's something above it, everyone takes that action. So in this case here, for example, it says the player that's at the top of the pyramid dies. Blech. And we keep moving on. When this reaches here, whoever is at the very top wins the game. However, if no one's at the top, everyone loses. The artwork for the game is fine. I don't know what's up with the anachronistic stuff in here, but it's silly artwork. It almost reminds me of Phil Foglio type artwork, but it's not. That it's an artist from Spain. But I don't mind the artwork. It's cartoony, it's silly, it's funny. I don't care. The quality of the dice is okay, and the quality of the tokens is good. In fact, the whole thing is a pretty nice production. Hello? Is anyone still watching the video? I feel like some people may have turned it off over the course of my going over the playthrough, because this game hits a lot of negative notes. First of all, player elimination. And it's like random player elimination. It's like, I'll kill this character. I'll kill this character. I'll kill this one. I'm out. There's really no reason. You're like, well, yeah, but you want to be sneaky about who you move to the top. There's a game called King Me, and they actually made an updated version of it with a Super Mario theme to it. And that game does the same thing, where you're moving people to the top, and those people are getting whacked along the way, or you're killing them, or games like Rumble in the Dungeon or Rumble in the House have the same kind of thing, but they're really light, really simple, and they play pretty quickly. This one is a little bit longer than that needs to be. It has this push your luck aspect, which isn't, it just roll dice and then you're like, I only have one misfortune, I guess I'll roll again. Because if you only get a few tokens, you can't do anything anyway, so why would you not push your luck in this game? And sometimes you just roll 3 misfortune and it's like, whee, I guess I'll skip my next turn. Also, the way they pass the first player token means when you're the first player, after everyone goes, it passes, and then you're the last player. So you wait like several turns before you go again, which is meh. The events are totally random. You can make someone lose all their money. You can kill their characters, switch their positions. It's chaos, baby! But it's not fun chaos. There's like no reason. When you kill somebody, like I always kill the selfie guy. I just do. I mean, I'm not the selfie guy, but if you have the selfie guy, guess what? I'm going to kill him because I don't know. I have no reason to know who to kill. I don't know who anybody is. Also, the fact that everybody can lose, whee! I don't know. This is just not for me. There's probably a group of people out there who will enjoy this, who like this back and forth stuff. This is like Munchkin, but I would say I think Munchkin has more strategy than this game does. It has a silly theme, but there's just too much. There's randomness in when the game ends. There's randomness in the events. There's randomness in the dice you roll. There's randomness in the people that you decide to kill. There's randomness. It's just complete and utter randomness. Production is good. After that, I can't really recommend this game at all. Dice Tower Judgment, just not fun.